Good evening. Welcome to the HCCC Haldimand Arena. I'm your host, John Molson. Tonight, the 26-11-4 first place Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs host the 25-11-3 second place Cambridge Winterhawks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Caledonia Corvairs Junior D Hockey. This evening, Corvairs host the Cambridge Winterhawks. Would you please now stand for the playing of our national anthem?
Caledonia will look to put some distance between themselves and the Winterhawks. A win in regulation tonight will give them a 5-point lead over Cambridge. The Winterhawks are trying to move themselves closer to first place. Cambridge has 2 games in hand over the Corvairs. A win tonight in regulation would bring them to within 1 point of first in the Midwestern Conference. Starting goaltenders for the Cambridge Winterhawks, starting in goal number 1, Lucas Mikulski. He's played 32 games, has a 1-loss record of 21-8 and an overtime loss and a shootout loss. 4 shutouts on the year, a goals against average of 2.33 as Mikulski clears the puck around the far side. Play now underway. Caledonia Blythe losing the puck off the left point and having to recover in his own zone. Jonathan picking up the puck now in neutral ice, moving up over the Caledonia line and intercepted down the far side. Cody Gratton looking for the puck on the near side now, breaks a check, racing down into the Caledonia zone, hitting Ryan Blunt from the side. Mitten picking up the puck and clearing it back behind his own net. Mitten on the far side, passing back to Blunt, looking to clear his own zone, goes up the far side to Mitten, grabbed by Cambridge in their own end. Kyle Locke throwing it through the neutral zone up to Max LaMontagne, in behind the net to Aaron Duggan, back to the point to the left side, and kicked up into the glass by the pad of Huzak. Finishing off, Lucas Mikulski's goals against average on the year of 2.23 and a .931 save percentage. Starting in net for the Corvairs, number 37, Justice Huzak, as Gorley breaks in on the breakaway, and he scores! Spencer Gorley moving in on the far side, puts the backhand past Lucas Mikulski, and the Caledonia Corvairs take an early 1-0 lead, 1 minute and 29 seconds into this first period of play. So Huzak with a 14-8 1-loss record with an overtime loss, 3 shootout losses on the year, and a shutout as Mikulski covers up at the side by the near post, and a .918 save percentage. So Gorley with a nice backhand at 1:29 of the first. Caledonia getting the early jump as Caledonia goes into tonight's game 3 points ahead of the Winterhawks. The Winterhawks with momentum, winning their last 2 games on the weekend against Elmira and Kitchener. Into the slot, off Quilty's skate. Cambridge picks it up, moving the other way. Taylor shot into the pads, gets the rebound, and they score. Mitch Klee at the side of the net by the near post, putting in the rebound from Chris Taylor. Taylor getting the initial shot and a rebound. The second rebound squirting out to the near post. Mitch Klee putting it in to tie this game up at 1. Dylan Decker racing up the far side, shooting the puck into the Caledonia end. So Bannerman also with an assist on that goal by Mitch Klee. And Chris Taylor play in behind the Cambridge net. The shot off the right side hitting Mikulski in the pad. Here comes Mitch Facey racing up the far side with a cross-ice pass to Lawrence Pagnon as Mikulski handles the puck behind his own net, clearing it up the near side to Pagnon, who's checked at the line by Scott Dorian. Dorian going off on a line change as the puck cleared out in front of the Cambridge net. Blunt from center ice skates in the hard slap shot off the shoulder of Mikulski. Pensa goes around the near side. Decker throwing it back around his own net to Trevor Hache. Hache skating down the near side, having to regroup, being checked there by Tyler Norrie. Norrie grabs the puck instead, shooting it off the shoulder on the near side of Mikulski. Norrie the shot into the midsection of Mikulski. So both teams getting early goals, 3 minutes rather, and 39 seconds into this first period of play. The Winterhawks and the Corvairs knotted up at a goal apiece. Kyle Locke waiting behind his own net, turns the puck over to Norrie, passing off into the slot to Mitten, his shot wide of the near post. Mitten turning around in the corner, the puck taken away by Locke. He throws the puck up around the boards. Caledonia regaining possession of the puck. Blunt shooting it off the skate of Kyle Locke. Locke regaining the puck, shooting it up through the neutral zone. Caledonia with the puck now once again. Connor Murphy racing up the near side, turning around, looking for a pass. He passes over to Mark Silvestri. Christmas leaving it just onside at the left point. Gorley trying to keep the puck in the Cambridge zone, turned over to the Cambridge defense as the Cambridge defense goes on a change. Duggan moving over the Caledonia line. His shot is wide of the net as Christmas gives Duggan a little shot as he moved in over the Caledonia blue line. Face off now in the neutral zone. Max LaMontagne to take the draw against Connor Murphy. LaMontagne with the winning goal. The last time these two teams played here in Caledonia, 3-2 over the Corvairs, when LaMontagne scored off the left point at 1:09 of overtime. Alex Badagani picking the puck up in his own zone, throwing the puck over the neutral zone, over to Duggan, the centering pass, picked off by Caledonia, and back to the Cambridge line. Gorley shooting the puck in, blocked there by a Cambridge defender. Brandon Plord drops the puck back to Bodegani. Bodegani clearing the puck off the near side boards back into neutral ice. Michaelis losing the puck in his skates. Adam Brady picking up the shot and shooting it into the midsection of Lucas Mikulski. The shot in, or the draw rather, in the Caledonia zone. Brady and Klee tie the puck up in their skates. Taylor trying to gain possession of the puck at the near side boards. Caledonia now with the puck on defense. The defender clearing it up to Matt Quilty up by the center ice red line on the far side. Jeff Swift trying to grab the puck now, taken by Dylan Decker of the Cambridge defense. Blythe throwing the puck cross ice to Montour. He nearly turns the puck over, but Swift able to take the puck, pass it across to Quilty. Quilty off the near side, the centering pass to Swift, picked off by Chris Taylor as Taylor moved down the far side. His shot off the blocker of Justice Husak. Copeland, the cross ice pass to Mitch Klee, or that was Hache rather, off the left point. The slap shot as he goes for a change. Caledonia's Blunt moving play through the neutral zone. Hagnon the shot off the stick of Henderson. Blunt picks it up instead, clearing it to the boards on the far side. Mitch Facey grabbing the puck. The hard shot, the quick shot in the slot by Barnard off the initial pass by Mitch Facey. Husak coming up with a big save there to keep the game at 1 apiece. 2 minutes and 36 seconds to the midway point of this first period. Facey can't control the puck in the slot. Turned over to Zemenko. Zemenko throwing the puck back up the near side. Copeland now recovering in his own end. The pass down the far side to Facey, taken in behind his own net by Greg Christmas. The pass off down the near side by Jonathan, back across ice, far side. The shot handled nicely by Mikulski off the shot by Mitten. The shot in the pad, Mikulski losing the puck in the padding, and the net goes off the moorings. Abraham with the first shot. Mitten and Norrie looking for rebounds as Mikulski mishandling the puck in between his pads, nearly resulting in an excellent scoring chance. Caledonia trying to jump out in front 2-1. Connor Murphy to take the draw in the Cambridge end. Todd Bannerman winning the draw, dropping it to his defenseman, Bodegani, who clears the zone. Cambridge, their first penalty to defenseman Kyle Locke for delaying the game. So Caledonia to their first power play as Gorley takes the puck on the near side, dropping to Montour left point, back into Gorley. The shot off the shoulder of Mikulski. Back to Montour, into the slot, far side, over to Murphy, who's checked on the boards by Bodegani, trying to clear the puck. Mitch Klee doing so now, clearing that puck with 1:12 to go in the minor to Kyle Locke as Cambridge goes on a line change. Jeff Swift racing down the far side, into the slot, the Gorley side of the net, and they score! Connor Murphy at the near side, off the feed from Spencer Gorley, and the Caledonia Corvairs move out in front, 2-1, 54 seconds to the midway point of this first period. So Caledonia going 1 for 1 on the power play so far on that Connor Murphy power play goal. Draw won by Caledonia, drop back to Blunt to the side to Henderson. Here's another rush, another 2-on-1, the shot far side by Quilty. So Jeff Swift also with an assist on that play at 9:06 of the first period as Husak covers up in his crease on the shot from the near side from behind the net. So Caledonia at 20.50 power play percentage improves that percentage here tonight with a power play goal on their first chance. Caledonia going 1 for 1 on the night on the goal by Connor Murphy as the puck deflects into the netting on the near side boards. Face off in the Caledonia zone. The draw won by Caledonia, dropping it to Christmas behind his own net. Jonathan throwing it down the far side boards. Mitten looking for a rebound, but cleared away by Trevor Hache, who grabs the puck, clearing it down the near side. Dylan Decker throws the puck to the center ice red line, chipped into the Caledonia zone by number 12, Tyler Snyder. The cross ice pass to Swift at the Cambridge blue line deflects off the shot of Kyle Locke. So Caledonia trying to hit Swift down the near side. There's a shot by Swift in the slot off the pass by Montour. Locke turning around in his own end. So Caledonia applying the pressure early in this game, wanting to get their second win of the year against the Winterhawks. Cambridge winning 3 of the 4 games against the Corvairs this season. Brady dropping it into the skates of Quilty. Quilty keeping it onside. Swift moves into the slot off the top of the point at the Cambridge blue line. Off the right side, Montour's shot into the near side corner. Blythe, his shot is wide. Swift picking it up on the far side boards as Quilty checked in behind the Cambridge net. Back to the point to Montour, over to Swift. The wrist shot wide on the near side. Montour from the right. His shot goes into Brady. Brady looking for a rebound at the side of the net, but Mikulski able to cover up. With 8:32 left in the first period, the Caledonia Corvairs with a 2-1 lead over the Winterhawks. Bodagani on the far side, chipped into the neutral zone, shot back in by Blunt off the right side as Zemenko tracks down the puck on the far corner. Picked up there by Todd Bannerman briefly, but he loses the puck to Jeff Swift. Swift turning the puck over to Taylor. Taylor passing off to Bannerman. Caledonia grabbing the puck once again in neutral ice. Dorian the shot off the far side, kicked aside by Mikulski. Klee chips it off the near side boards, up to Taylor. Taylor across to Bannerman. Plord on the far side now, drops to Bannerman. Side of the net, passing off to Taylor at the far side. Taylor has to turn around, back to Hache. Top of the point, clears to the near side. In behind the net to Bannerman. Taylor picking it up instead. Checked there in the corner by Matthew Henderson. Side of the net, Barnard with a shot right into the glove of Husak. Husak having to be sharp off that near side post, cutting the angle before Cambridge could tie this game at 2. Caledonia's only win this season against the Winterhawks back on October 27th at Galt Arena. That game featuring several power play goals, several tip-ins by Caledonia at the front of the net, as Husak having to make a big save in between the padding. Lawrence Pagnon with a shot in the slot, left wide open with 7 minutes to go in this first period of play. Face-off in the Caledonia zone. Montour picking it up beside his own net, stopped at the point by Haché and dumped back in behind the Caledonia net. Blythe falling down momentarily behind his own net, able to clear the zone. Mikulski leaving the puck for the defender Haché, but Haché dumped in behind the net by Montour, and it looks like he'll go to the box. Haché hit hard behind the net. So Mitten to the box for 2 minutes. Cambridge to their first power play. They're at 16.97% on the year with 46 power play goals in 271 chances. The Caledonia penalty kill still at an impressive 86.27% as Husak makes the glove save off the left shot, off the left side point shot by Cody Grattan. 2 minutes for tripping to Nate Mitten. The draw to the right of Husak. Cambridge winning the draw back to Haché on the point, over to the left to Grattan. Play now on the side to Max LaMontagne as Justice Husak having to come up with a glove save, crouch down, the puck ending up on his right side by his neck. Chris Taylor and Adam Brady to take the draw. Brady winning the draw and deflecting it off the near side boards as he races down the near side now past the center ice red line, trying to move around the defender Grattan, but Grattan able to knock him off the puck enough to give the possession now to Lawrence Pagnon, skating through the center ice red line, but he's offside by the Caledonia blue line with 5:58 to go in the first period of play. It's the Corvairs with a 2-1 lead with 1:20 to go in the first Cambridge power play. 1:20 left in the penalty to Nate Mitten as the draw taking place by the Caledonia blue line. Norrie winning the draw, passing it down the far side. Jonathan missing the pass and picked up by Cody Grattan, dishing it to the near side to Bodegani. Cambridge losing control of the puck. Play back down in behind the Cambridge net. Barnard passes far side to Pensa, side of the net now. Barnard battling for the tying goal as Husak makes the save in between his pads. Brady to take the draw against Mitch Klee off to the right of Husak. Cambridge winning the draw back to Bodegani on the left side point, passes to the side of the net to Pensa, going around behind to Klee. The shot by Bodegani deflects off a Caledonia defender off to the far side. Copeland's shot wide to the far side. Bodegani throwing the puck back around the far side boards. Barnard grabbing possession back to the right to Copeland and back to Barnard. Copeland off the right, passing back into Barnard once again, missing the pass. So Abraham taking the puck, deflecting it off the near side boards back into neutral ice as part of the Cambridge line goes on a line change. Caledonia trying to beat them to the change, rushing down into the Cambridge end. Quilty, the centering pass to Zamenko, but Cambridge able to get back in a nick of time. The hard slap shot by Blunt into the pads of Mikulski, and they score! Caledonia extending their lead to 2. Looks like Leonard Zamenko grabbing the rebound, putting it past the padding of Lucas Mikulski. The Corvairs grabbing a 3-1 lead with 4:09 left to go in the first period. So Zamenko getting the 3rd Caledonia goal, taking the draw for Caledonia and dumping it down into the Cambridge end.
Assisted by number 93, Matt Quilty. Time the goal, 15:51. Corvairs' 3rd goal.
So Matt Quilty getting the assist off the far side pass right into the slot.
Just before that, kill the penalty.
Zamenko grabbing the rebound, putting it in between the padding of Mikulski.
Real penalty kill goes to Blake.
So this great news for the Corvairs with a 2-goal lead. Caledonia losing to Kitchener on Sunday, looking to get back into the win column. And a 2-goal lead, certainly what they're looking for, as Caledonia losing the services of Captain Mitch Brown for tonight's game, as Huzak making the shot, or making the save off the shot by Pensa at the side of the net at the far side. Tyler Snyder to take the draw against Murphy. Gorley with the puck now on the near side. Perhaps that isn't Tyler Snyder wearing number 12. I thought I saw his nameplate in warm-ups, but perhaps there was a last-minute change. Grattan clearing the puck back into the neutral zone past the Caledonia blue line. Abraham, or Montour, excuse me, instead chipping it hard off the side boards on the far side, back down into the Cambridge end. As Norrie hits the Cambridge player, number 12, we believe that's Tyler Snyder, hard but behind the Cambridge or the Caledonia net. So maybe a Caledonia penalty here for the hit from behind. It looks like number 12 for Cambridge will head to the box. So if that is indeed Tyler Snyder, we will hear from the PA announcer shortly. It looks like he'll head for an exit from this game for too much yapping as he talks to the linesman. Not at all happy with the call. So we believe that's Tyler Snyder, but with or without a nameplate, that may be the end of his evening. With 2:33 to go in the first period of play, it's the Corvairs with a 3-1 lead with a face-off in the Cambridge end. Off to the left glove side of Mikulski. Looks like Montour will take a seat in the penalty box for Caledonia. So perhaps offsetting and maybe an extra for some talking to the linesman after the whistle for number 12 on the Cambridge side. A long delay here as Barkley, the head referee, and a linesman sit and talk to the timekeeper. Looks like Brady and Mitch Klee to take the draw in the Cambridge end when we resume play. Can't get that sentence out as we have the draw in the Cambridge end. Brady slapping at the puck. Bannerman kicked out of the draw off the right wing. Klee winning the draw, passing back to Hache, who clears the zone. So it looks like an extra 2 minutes to the Cambridge player. Caledonia to their second power play. Blunt off the left, mishandles for a brief second, throwing the puck back into the corner on the near side. Back to Blunt, top of the key over to Brady from the left. His shot blocked by Dylan Decker. Blunt recovering in his own zone.
Brendan Pierce, 2 minutes for cross-checking, 2 minutes of not out of 10 for checking to the head, and the gross misconduct. The penalty 17.
So Brennan Pierce with a gross misconduct.
61.
Apparently he flipped his number. Pierce before tonight wearing number 21, trading it in for number 12.
17-27.
The number change not helping him this evening as he takes that gross misconduct. Caledonia to their second power play. Brady on the far side, passing off to Zemenko, trying to move from in behind the net into the slot, but the puck ending back in the Caledonia end off the clear by the Cambridge defense. 13 seconds toward the last minute of play as Connor Murphy skates over the Cambridge blue line, checked by Bernard as he clears the zone, going off on a line change. Blunt skating it up over all three lines, passing on to the left wing to Spencer Gorley, back to the point to Blunt, over to the side to Connor Murphy. Andrew Copeland grabbing the puck, clearing it down the near side. Abraham having to pick it up in his own zone. The pass off to Norrie, clearing it down into the Cambridge end. Picked off at the line by Gorley as Christmas throws the puck back down the far side. Decker across ice to his other defender, Hache. The pass into the slot. Gorley trying to move around the two Cambridge defenders as Christmas shoots a rainbow off the left into the glove of Mikulski. With just 3.7 seconds to go in the first period of play, the draw in the Cambridge end to the stick side of Mikulski. Gorley facing off against Taylor. Taylor winning the draw. Cambridge losing possession of the puck. Montour with the shot into the pads of Mikulski. the buzzer goes, and at the end of one period of play, it's the Corvairs with a 3-1 lead over the Winterhawks. Spencer Gorley with the first Caledonia goal, 129 in off the assist from Connor Murphy. Mitch Klee replying for Cambridge. So early on, the two teams were tied at 1. Connor Murphy getting his second point of the evening off assist by Spencer Gorley and Jeff Swift at 9:06 of the first, before Leonard Zemenko scoring the third Caledonia goal off the assist by Matt Quilty at the end of the first period of play. It's the Caledonia Corvairs 3 and the Cambridge Winterhawks 1.
I see that at commercial. The man's name is Mr. Monty. Yeah. Well, this is the second season back.
Caledonia coming charging out for the second period. Caledonia is going to need to improve upon an already impressive first period. Cambridge, they're equal here tonight. Caledonia going 6-4 in their last 10 games. The Winterhawks 7-3 on the out-of-town scoreboard. It's the Culletons over the Dutchmen 1-0 after one period, and the Listowel Cyclones with a 2-1 lead over the Brampton Bombers with 3:49 left in the first period of play. Although the main focus here tonight, obviously, the battle between the top two teams in the GOJHL Midwestern Conference. The Corvairs coming in tonight with a 3-point lead over the Winterhawks. Cambridge with 2 games in hand. The hard slap shot by Jonathan off the far side goes up over top the net and off the glass as Montour picks up the puck at the center ice red line, skating backwards into his own zone and clearing it back down the far side. Bannerman with the puck now passes off to Klee at the Caledonia blue line, and his shot from near the bench to the far side post kicked away by Husak off into the crowd on the far side. Face off in the Caledonia zone. Klee to take the draw. Klee winning the draw, or at least partially. Brady may have got a piece of that, clearing it back into the Cambridge end. Henderson now picking up the puck behind his own net. Play on the far side. Swift passes up to Brady, the 2-on-1, and the quick snapshot by Quilty around the defenseman Copeland. Cambridge picking up the puck, can't clear the zone. 3-on-3, side of the net, far side. Brady, the shot low off the far side. Fans celebrating, thinking it went in between the padding of Mikulski, but no signal. 1 minute and 3 seconds into this second period of play. Face-off in the Cambridge end. The draw taken by Cambridge. Michaelis shooting the puck off the near side into the Caledonia zone. A whistle blows as Mitten checks Michaelis by the Caledonia bench. So the face-off to remain in the Cambridge end. Tyler Norrie to take the draw against Cody Grattan off the far circle. Pensa trying to grab the puck at the far boards. Bodagani turning around, passing it back around the far side to Pensa, dropping off the board, intercepted by Norrie and chipped back in by Mitten. Norrie checking Bodagani behind the net, taken away now by Hudson Michaelis. Play staying in at the Cambridge line as Mitten trying to keep possession on the near side, but Brandon Plord taking the puck away instead. The centering pass, here's Montour, and it's chipped away by Michaelis as Christmas racing back into his own zone, trying to avoid the forecheck of Cameron Pensa, who remains aggressive, grabbing the puck, skating off across the check on the far side, getting a shot away to the near post. Grattan with possession now in behind the net to the point off the right, and a shot by Decker handled in the glove by Huzak. Connor Murphy taking the draw, losing the draw to Michaelis. Cambridge coming out of the zone. Caledonia skating offside at the Cambridge line. Murphy taking the draw against Bernard at the Cambridge blue line. Blythe taking the puck at the center ice red line and shooting it in hard off the end boards. Hache skating up over past his own blue line, passing off to the near side to Facey. Bernard racing down the near side. Possession picked up by Montour, passing off to Silvestri. Caledonia breaking in into the slot. The shot into the midsection of Mikulski as he knocks the net off at the far post. Blunt wide open in the slot. Montour to his right gets a hard shot away. Mikulski coming up with a big save, keeping the Cambridge deficit at 2. Looks like Caledonia back to their third power play, 1 for 2 on the evening.
Cambridge winner box penalty to number 9.
Cambridge clearing the zone. Facey throwing it high into the Caledonia zone.
Cambridge penalty 9. Facey, 2 minutes interference.
So Facey off for interference, Caledonia to their third power play. Brady passes the puck back to the point, back to Norrie. Jeff Swift now, top of the point to Norrie, side of the net, and it looked like Montour caught a bit of the goalpost on the far side. Swift over to Brady, back to the top to Swift, who shoots wide of the net. Cambridge picking up the puck, but unable to clear their own zone. Brady back across to Montour. Montour from the left, cross ice to Swift. Back to the point to Brady, intercepted there by Klee, passes back to La Montagne, who clears back into the Caledonia end and goes off on a line change. Montour regrouping with 32 seconds to go on the interference call to Facey. Quilty skating back by his own blue line, avoiding the forecheck of Pagnon. Over to Blunt, the pass off to Gorley, skating down the far side around the Cambridge defender. Bodagani shot off the point by Henderson, deflects off into the near side corner. Henderson can't keep the puck onside off the pass by Murphy. Cambridge clearing the zone. Plord, the pass down the boards to Facey, who comes on after his penalty, but he misses the pass. The play going for icing with 14:51 left to go in the second period of play. It's the Caledonia Corvairs with a 3-1 lead over the Cambridge Winterhawks as we approach the midway point of this contest. Facey to take the draw against Zemenko off to the right of Mikulski. Caledonia winning the draw. Abraham keeping play onside at the point. Badagani being checked by Zemenko, trying to keep the puck in the Cambridge zone. Dorian with a move around the defender, walks in alone, passing off to the far side to Zemenko on the far side. Zemenko unable to get a good shot away as the net goes off its moorings at the near side post. Norrie to take the draw in the Cambridge end against Mitch Klee. Looks like Mitch Facey heading back to the box for another 2 minutes. So the second consecutive penalty to Mitch Facey, 2 minutes for slashing. Caledonia 1 for 3 on the night on the power play. Swift shot blocked by Todd Bannerman. Klee breaks away short-handed off the Todd Bannerman block. Husak having to come out of his own zone to keep the puck away from Klee. So there'll be a face-off on the far side dot by the Caledonia blue line. La Montagne in to take the draw against Connor Murphy. Head referee Stead giving an explanation to the Cambridge bench off that partial breakaway by Mitch Klee. Some dispute on the play as Caledonia wins the draw, dropping it to Montour. Picked off in neutral ice by Max Lamontagne. The shot up over the net on the near post. Montour recovering behind his own net, chased by Barnard as he skates the puck out of the zone all alone, dumping it in down the near side. Montour with the puck once again on the near side. The shot deflecting off in behind the net. Jeff Swift with a quick wrist shot on the near side. Cambridge can't clear the zone. Gorley turning around, looking for a shot or a pass as he's checked by Dylan Decker and stood up at the line by La Montagne. Silvestri going to the backhand, up and beyond the far side post. Caledonia keeping play in the Cambridge end on their fourth power play. Gorley with a nice slap shot, and they score! Jeff Swift off the right side, a hard slap shot to the far post. Mikulski unable to keep out that fourth goal, the second power play goal of the night for the Corvairs. So the first goal of the second period going to Jeff Swift. The shot off the left.
Corvair goal scored by number 60, Jeff Swift, assisted by number 97, Mark Silvestri, and 62, Brendan Montour.
Silvestri and Montour getting the assist. So Montour with the shot the initial shot off the left point, deflecting off Silvestri back to Swift on the right side. Mikulski with no chance on the play. The hard slap shot to the far side, giving the Corvairs a 4-1 lead with 12:27 left in the second period of play. Briar Jonathan to go to the box here. Cambridge to their second power play, looking to get back in this contest. Christmas chipping it around the boards, far side. Cut off by Cody Grattan and throwing back in behind the net to Taylor. Going back to the far point to Grattan. Into the boards on the far side, back across near side to Hache. Taylor in behind the net, turning around. Cambridge looking to apply pressure now. Back to the top of the key to Grattan. Pass across to Hache, and the slap shot into the midsection of Justice Husak.
2 minutes interference.
Max LaMontagne to take the draw, winning the draw back to the point to Hache, over to the right to Grattan. His shot partially blocked. Play going back down into the Cambridge end. Grattan recovering the puck behind his own net for Cambridge. The pass off to Hache, over to the near side to LaMontagne, throwing the puck off the far side boards. Jeff Swift grabbing possession momentarily, clearing the puck back into the Cambridge end. Here's Taylor now moving back into the Caledonia end, centering pass to LaMontagne, twisting and turning in the slot, shot off the side of the net, far side. LaMontagne with the puck once again into the far side boards to Hache, back to LaMontagne. The pass cross ice to Hache, back to LaMontagne. LaMontagne and Hache playing tic-tac-toe on cross ice passes, but can't capitalize as of yet with 19 seconds to go in the minor penalty to Briar Jonathan. Hache back in behind the net to Bannerman, side of the net to Taylor. Bannerman skating across behind the net, far side, shot off the side of the net, picked up by Taylor and checked by Blythe. Bannerman far side, his pass into the slot, picked off by Zemenko. The puck on the far side boards, cleared to the Cambridge or the Caledonia blue line, tipped off into the neutral zone by Dorian. Dorian chasing after the puck in the neutral zone now. Husak taking it with his stick, deflecting it into the near side corner. Mitch Facey trying to grab possession, passing off to Bernard. Dorian going down on the play to block the shot as play is whistled down just past the midway point of the second period. The Corvairs with a 3-goal lead. Caledonia with a 4-1 lead over the Cambridge Winterhawks. So if Caledonia can get a win in regulation here tonight, they'll extend their lead to 5 points over the Winterhawks. That'll be very helpful as Cambridge with a home game tomorrow night against the Guelph Hurricanes. Cambridge playing one of those 2 games in hand over the Corvairs tomorrow night at home at Galt Arena at 7 p.m. Bernard dumping the puck around the near side boards to Pensa. Copeland loses possession of the puck. Bodagani having to recover in his own zone. Bodagani trying to grab the puck once again off the point, off the pass, cross ice from Bernard. Bodegani missing the pass going into the Caledonia end, the play going for icing, and the face-off back in the Cambridge end to the left or to the right stick side of Mikulski. A quick shot off the draw by Mark Silvestri. Mikulski having to be very alert as he caught a piece of the puck with his glove at the last possible second. Quilty winning the draw, the pass off to Montour, who throws the puck down the far side boards into the near corner. Grattan picking up the puck, waiting in behind his own net for Cambridge. Montour throwing the puck back into the Cambridge end. Grattan waiting behind his net once again. Hache passing off to Bannerman far side. Bannerman moving around the defender. Montour skating all the way around the net back to Grattan on the left side. Grattan over to Hache, back to the far side. La Montagne fakes a shot, passes into the corner. The pass into the slot to Taylor off the initial pass by Bannerman. Bannerman with the puck once again. Hache over to Cody Grattan far side. Bannerman picking up the puck in the far corner. Montour picking off the pass, throwing it back into the Cambridge end. With 15 seconds to go on the penalty to Simon Blythe as Lawrence Pagnon races down the far side. No pass available there as Blunt cuts him off and clears the puck back down into the Cambridge end. Mikulski throwing the puck up around the near side boards to Bodegani. A cross check coming up here with 7:34 to go. Fabrici going to the box for the second consecutive Cambridge power play. Norrie to take the draw against Mitch Klee. Norrie winning the draw, passing it off to the right wing to Simon Blythe, who clears the puck back down into the Cambridge zone. Andrew Copeland recovering the puck, skating all the way up over the three lines, turning around in behind the Caledonia net with a centering pass. Play now back into the neutral zone. Mitten picking it off, racing down the far side. Checked by Copeland as Bernard knocks him off the puck, skating up over the Caledonia blue line. Cameron Pensa skating it up through neutral ice. He can't retain possession. And there's a nice give and go. Norrie passing it to Jeff Swift all alone. Swift not getting much wood on that as Mikulski able to get the stick down just in time. Play now back down in the Cambridge end with 6:22 to go in the second period. Cambridge with another nice scoring chance. That one by Adam Brady in the slot. So Caledonia with two impressive chances short-handed as play moves back into the Caledonia end. Grattan back to the point to Hache, and Grattan's big wind-up, his shot wide to the near side post. Grattan at the Caledonia line moves in now behind the Caledonia net. Grattan still with the puck back to Hache. The hard slap shot off the right pad of Husak and throwing back into the Cambridge end. That'll end the Caledonia penalty. The two teams back now to full strength. Grattan throwing the puck down around the far side boards, and La Montagne will have to go all the way back down into his own end to track it down. Henderson cuts play off at the center ice red line, dropping it back in behind the Cambridge net. The pass off to Kyle Locke. Locke not seeing a whole lot of ice time in this second period. Kyle Locke in just his 7th game with the Winterhawks after being acquired from the Guelph Storm earlier in the year. Michael is skating up over the center ice red line. The shot partially blocked by Matthew Henderson. Facey skating around the near side boards. Puck deflecting off a Caledonia defender as Michaelis at the side of the net looking for a pass. A Cambridge forward, Mitch Facey, bowling Hughesack over, and fans screaming for a penalty, but no call there. 4:14 to go, second period. The Caledonia Corvairs with a 4-1 lead over the Cambridge Winterhawks. Klee to take the draw. Klee losing the draw to Tyler Norrie, but Norrie can't clear the zone. Hache keeping the puck onside at the left point. Play moving into the slot, picked off by Mitten, and Caledonia moves back the other way. The shot by Montour into the far corner. Mitten tries to pick it up. The pass picked off there by Dylan Decker. The shot off the left point. Caledonia keeping possession of the play onside at the left point. So Caledonia remaining in the Cambridge zone. 4 players tying up on the near side boards. Todd Bannerman coming away with possession. The puck going down the near side boards, picked off at the point by Alex Bodagani. But Montour takes it away from him. Caledonia breaking in on a 4-on-2. The shot off the far post. Norrie trying to grab a rebound off the far side, and they score! Looks like Matt Quilty getting a piece of that in front of the net. Off the fluttering pass to the far side. Quilty putting it in to the near side corner. So Caledonia, as impressive as they need to be tonight, in the absence of Captain Mitch Brown, Quilty with the puck again, back to the point to Christmas. His hard slap shot into the midsection of Mikulski. So on that second goal of the second period, the 5th goal of this contest for Caledonia, Quilty picks up the puck in the slot off the fluttering pass from Tyler Norrie, putting the puck in the near side. Play deflects off the far side boards. Lawrence Pagnon deflecting play off into the neutral zone as play moves offside at the Caledonia blue line. The face-off at the far dot by the Caledonia blue line. Zemenko wins the draw, but his drop pass goes to Locke, the Cambridge defender, who dumps it back into the Caledonia end. The centering pass to Copeland. He can't handle the pass. Fabrici giving chase into the Cambridge end. Play going for icing. LaMontagne to take the draw now in the Caledonia end with Semenko. Copeland's shot off the left side goes into the far corner. LaMontagne skates up through the neutral zone with the puck, evading Henderson, the defender, dropping the puck to the point to lock over to Copeland into the slot to Duggan, and picked off now by Caledonia. Moving the other way is Justin Abraham, who dumps the puck into the Cambridge end and goes off on a line change. Michaelis, the pass in the skates, passes off to Copeland, over to Michaelis. He moves down far side and they score. So Hudson Michaelis with the second Cambridge goal off the far side on the 2-on-1. And with 1:09 left in the second period of play, the Winterhawks able to get their second goal. Michaelis with a player wide open in the slot off to his left, but decided to shoot instead. A good decision as Hudson Michaelis gives the Winterhawks their second goal.
Assisted by number 17, Andrew Copeland, and 14, Aaron Dugan. Time of the goal, 18:51. Cambridge's second goal, scored by
Cambridge waiting patiently in their own zone. Decker drops it to Grattan. Grattan falls down on the play, so the puck stays in the Cambridge end with 23.4 seconds to go in the first period. Draw won by Adam Brady. The drop pass to Blunt. He moved in on the boards on the far side. Bannerman picking the play off now for Cambridge. Quilty down the far side, and a hard shot by Brady high in the slot, and an impressive save by Mikulski as the buzzer goes. So Hudson Michaelis gets the second Cambridge goal. Had Copeland on his left side, but shot instead. The Winterhawks get their second goal, but previously Caledonia had 2 goals in the second period. A hard slap shot off the right point by Jeff Swift, and a Matt Quilty goal assisted by Tyler Norrie at 15:57 of the second period of play. At the end of 2 periods of play, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 5 and the Cambridge Winterhawks 2. The Winterhawks taking to the ice first, as Caledonia now hitting the ice as well for this third period of play. The Winterhawks eager to come back early in this third period, trailing the Corvairs 3 goals as we're set to start the third period. Jeff Swift and Matt Quilty extending the Caledonia lead to 4 and 5-1 in the second period, before Hudson Michaelis on assist by Andrew Copeland and Aaron Duggan cut the Caledonia lead to 3. Cambridge will be looking to cut the Caledonia lead by 1 or 2 early on in this third period, as they will look to get within a point here tonight. They'll need a whack of goals early on. Cambridge hoping to tie this up. A win tonight in regulation for Cambridge will get them to back within a point. But Caledonia looking impressive so far after 2 periods. Blythe shot into the slot, picked off by Hudson Michaelis looking for his second goal. A nice snapshot handled by the pad of Justice Huzak and kicked into the corner. So a win in regulation for the Corvairs tonight will extend their lead in the GOJHL Midwestern Conference to 5 points. That'd be a much needed win for Caledonia, as Cambridge in action tomorrow night at Galt Arena against the Guelph Hurricanes. Shot in the slot by Jeff Swift. Swift moved into the slot quickly off the pass on the far side. Brady now getting a shot away as well into the midsection of Mikulski. So 1 minute and 10 seconds into the third period of play. Caledonia with 2 impressive early chances already with a 3-goal lead. Blunt off the right, back into the corner behind the net, picked off by Chris Taylor as he skates up the ice. The puck deflecting by the center ice red line. Quilty chipping it off the glass on the near side, but Cambridge picking up possession instead. Now with a centering pass in the slot, Taylor, his shot away, kicked away by Huzak. Chris Taylor going off on a line change, frustrated that he wasn't able to get the third Cambridge goal. Taylor with 2 good scoring chances. 1 minute and 56 seconds into this third period of play. Quilty chipping it into the Cambridge end and going off on a change. Duggan drop pass for La Montagne, kicked aside by Huzak on the far side. Alex Bodagani racing back to recover the puck in his own end, skating up around the near side, play back in the neutral zone as Gorley chips it off the boards on the far side. Gorley moves around a defender into the slot looking for Silvestri. The bad angle shot by Connor Murphy off the outside of the padding on the right side of Mikulski. The centering pass, and they score! Max LaMontagne on a bad angle, deflecting off a Caledonia defender's skate and into the net. LaMontagne practically in behind the net on the play. And just like that, the Winterhawks get right back to within 2 goals. So Max LaMontagne with his first goal on the night. LaMontagne, the big nemesis on the overtime goal the last time these 2 teams met here at the HCCC. The shot by Dorian off the shoulder. So LaMontagne unassisted at 2:53, scoring from behind the net off the deflection off the Caledonia defender. Mikulski clearing it up around the far side boards. Barnard breaks in across the far side. The drop pass to Facey, who loses possession momentarily. Caledonia now skating the other way. Fabrici with the puck on the far side. The pass into the side of the net. Montour not able to get enough of it to sneak it in on the near side post. Norrie losing the puck to captain Trevor Hache. The pass across to Facey goes back into the center zone for Cody Grattan. Jonathan grabbing possession instead, dumping it into the Cambridge end. Michaelis battling for the puck on the far boards. Dumped back into the Cambridge end and picked up by Andrew Copeland. Blunt chips it off the far side, picked up by Michaelis, goes cross ice to Hache back in his own zone. Pensa hit at his own blue line by Adam Brady. Blunt and Copeland battle for the puck. Henderson looking for its side of the net, loses the puck on the drop pass to Adam Brady. His shot. Or no, I guess Brady dropped pass to Husak. It looked like a shot on the play, so a little confusion on the play. The shot from Adam Brady a little too high, almost ending up in his own net, or a little too hard rather, as Quilty moves back the other way. A nice move around the defender, Bodagani. The puck on the forehand going just up and over the near side post. Taylor tries to move in on a scoring chance for Cambridge, but Todd Bannerman offside at the Caledonia blue line. Brady and Cleta take the draw by the Caledonia blue line beside the Caledonia bench. Caledonia winning the draw and dropping it to Montour on defense. Swift now on the near side, moves around Bodagani, play back in behind the net. Quilty checked on the boards. Taylor coming up with the puck, passing it off to Bannerman. Bannerman dumping it into the Caledonia zone and going off on a change. Brandon Plord passes over to Hache. Hache back into the neutral zone for Michaelis, looking to race around Montour. Plord at the point, can't keep play onside. As a lead pass to Gorley from Mark Silvestri, going wide on the far side. So the turnover by the Caledonia blue line by the Winterhawks, almost costing the Hawks there, as Gorley racing in alone down the near side. Michaelis skates up the far side around Gorley defending, and a glove save by Husak at the side of the net on the far post. Facey to take the draw against Zemenko on the far side. Zemenko wins the draw, drops it for Quilty, who banks it off the boards back into the Cambridge end. Decker trying to pick up the puck, and a hard hit in the far corner by Dorian as he hits another player, Decker, on the near side. So Dorian coming out with aggression on this shift. 2:48 to the midway point of the third. Cambridge with the only goal of this third period off the bad angle goal by Max LaMontagne. Bernard racing around Mitten, can't beat Henderson as Henderson throws the puck back through the neutral zone. Locke dropping for Bodagani, picked off by Blunt, and back to the Caledonia blue line. Bodagani now with the puck in his own end, passes off to Bannerman, moves in on a 3-on-3. Bannerman's side of the net goes wide to the near side, and a whistle here with 12:04 to go. Caledonia now clinging to a 2-goal lead after Max LaMontagne got that third goal for the Cambridge Winterhawks. Locke off the right, his hard slap shot, and a pad save on the far post by Justice Husak. Klee to take the draw. Norrie wins it, passes back to the defender. Play now on the side boards. Jonathan battling there, gives it up to Klee on a bad pass. Taylor breaking out of the zone as Norrie falls down in the neutral zone. Or that was Mitten, excuse me, falling down in the neutral zone. Bodagani with the puck behind his own net, stops and waits, throws the puck near side, down the boards to Taylor. Klee with it now. Caledonia trying to pick off the puck at the neutral ice. But Bannerman with a wrist shot instead in the slot. Husak with a glove save with 11:19 to go as Cody Grattan takes the draw against Adam Brady. Brady winning the draw, dropping it for Abraham, who skates up far side, passing off to Matt Quilty. Quilty throwing it down the boards for an icing and another face-off in the Caledonia zone. LaMontagne to take the draw on the far side against Brady. Brady winning the draw, passing it into the skates of Christmas. Christmas waits now. The pass to Swift, who Plord tries to level, and they score! So a big hit missed by Plord, and it ends up costing them. Plord, the defender, caught up ice. Quilty goes down the other way on the two-line pass, moves in alone, and the shot down the far side, moving off the far side, puck into the net down the near side. Past Mikulski. Caledonia now with a 3-goal lead. 42 seconds to the midway point of the third. So Matt Quilty with his second of the game. Swift with that nice pass across two lines. The breakaway to Quilty. He makes no mistake, puts it home on the breakaway past Mikulski. The Corvairs now with a 3-goal lead, looking to defend as we head into the last 10 minutes of this game. Klee picking up the puck. Back to Bodagani, over to Copeland. So Swift, after drawing an assist on the Quilty goal, goes off for slashing. Caledonia able to grab possession on the penalty kill and kill the first 30 seconds of the Cambridge power play. Mitten dumping it back into the Cambridge zone, going on a line change, but here comes Cambridge once again. Copeland racing up through the neutral zone. Bodagani keeping it onside. Abraham chipping it off the boards back into the Cambridge zone. So Caledonia doing a good job defending as we move down into a minute left on the Cambridge power play. Hache skating up over the Caledonia line, but Christmas picking the puck up once again, clearing it into the Cambridge end. Taylor's pass is thrown to neutral ice by Abraham. The shot by La Montagne, and another big save by Husak. Had Bannerman at the side of the net. The initial shot deflected off his stick. So a flurry of action here for the Winterhawks. The Winterhawks getting 3 good scoring chances with 20 seconds left in the penalty to Jeff Swift. Taylor to take the draw against Brady. Brady wins the draw, can't get it off the point. Hache at the right side into La Montagne. Back in behind the net to Bannerman and back to La Montagne. His wrist shot off the pad of Husak at the far side. Taylor into the slot, into Bannerman's side of the net. And Bannerman frustrated as he can't get enough of the puck for a Cambridge 4th goal. Husak covering up on the play with 8:24 to go. Cambridge winning the draw. Bernard drops to Pagnon. Pagnon throwing the puck into the near corner. Spencer Gorley grabbing possession of the play for Caledonia, deflecting it off Kyle Locke. Play now in the Cambridge end. Gorley off the far side, or the near side, excuse me, into the slot. Picked off by Cambridge, and they go the other way on a 3-on-2. Here's Duggan. His shot partially blocked by Blythe. Caledonia picking up the puck. The pass by Montour, or Silvestri to Montour off the far side and into the Cambridge end. Zemenko, his quick shot off the left side, and Mikulski gets enough of a glove on it to keep it out of the net. A 7th goal at this point against the Winterhawks would be near disaster. A face-off in the Cambridge end. Bodegani in behind his own net, skates out, drops the pass to the defender Plord. Bodegani cross ice to Facey. Facey turns around, trying to avoid the forecheck, drops to Plord. Plord through the neutral zone. La Montagne up the near side, checked by Ricci, turned over, and Plord grabs the puck by his own bench. Dorian skates down the far side. Facey picks it off, throws it back to the center ice red line. Caledonia's Montour throwing it back into the Cambridge end. Play at the Cambridge bench now. Klee picks it up, drops for Plord across to Bodegani. The pass across to Facey, who goes off on a line change. Hache tries to chip the puck away from Mitten. Mitten trying to go around the defender. Nearly went in on a 2-on-0. But Klee dove across. Mitten not able to catch enough of the puck to keep it out of the reach of the Cambridge defender. Klee to take the draw. Caledonia winning the draw. Norrie winning the draw, clearing it back to his defense, but Montour unable to keep the play onside, regrouping in his own zone, picked off by Klee. The shot wide on the far side. Time running out on the Winterhawks now as we move down under 6 minutes. 5:54 to play, third period of play, the Caledonia Corvairs with a 6-3 lead over the Cambridge Winterhawks. Blunt stops and waits behind his own net, avoiding the forecheck of Bannerman. Chipping it off the boards, Norrie moving down in on the near side. Montour picked off by Hache as he skates through the neutral zone. Can't find a pass, and Taylor and Hache go off on a line change. The pass to Brady, Brady missing the pass. The play going for icing with 5:13 to go. So Caledonia, if they can hold on to this 3-goal lead, once again looking for their 17th and Midwestern Conference League leading home win of the season, they'll move to 17-3-1 at home with a victory here tonight. Play in behind the Caledonia net, brought up by Jeff Swift. Swift on the near side, passes off to Brady. Brady losing it in his skates. Kyle Locke picking the puck up for Cambridge. The pass to Pensa moves in around the defender Blythe. The shot wide on the far side. Locke turns around, drops it for Plord. Plord goes all the way across the ice to the center ice red line, picked off by Abraham, who dumps it back into the Cambridge zone. Pensa by his own blue line, the pass off to Michaelis, moving around a defender and stick to the corner by Justice Husak. Gorley, the pass up to Connor Murphy, the turnaround over to Silvestri into the slot, and a big save by Mikulski as Gorley shot into the pads. Gorley wide open in front. Mikulski getting the pad down to keep the Caledonia tally at 6. The shot into the neck area by Lawrence Pagnon. Pagnon going crashing into the end boards after the impressive shot with 3:45 to go. Barnard in to take the draw against Zemenko to the left stick side of Justice Husak. Play cleared back into the Cambridge end as it's intercepted by Caledonia. Looking for a pass into the slot to Zemenko, picked off by Plord as Cambridge moves the other way. Facey can't catch up to the puck. An icing call and a face-off in the Cambridge zone. Barnard to take the draw on the far side against Zemenko. The two tie up, the puck in their skates. Zemenko checked on the boards as 4 players still trying to come up with possession of the puck. Bernard losing the puck to Dorian. The shot by Ricci high and over top of the net. The centering pass picked off by Pagnon. The pass to Facey, he can't handle the pass. Caledonia speeding in the other way. Montour down the far side with a head of steam and a big slap shot into the padding of Mikulski. Norrie taking the draw against Pagnon on the far side, inside the far face-off, or inside the far circle rather. Back to the right side, Blunt into the corner. The shot picked off by Trevor Hache. Abraham at the line, keeping the puck in briefly. Chipped off the boards by Mitten. Hache with the possession of the puck once again. Mitten re-intercepting. Puck turned over about 3 times there as Mitten moves in off the near post, getting a shot away to the midsection of Mikulski. Time running out now for the Winterhawks. If they can't come back here tonight, they'll have to regroup tomorrow night at home against the Guelph Hurricanes, 7 p.m. at Galt Arena. Looks like a high stick here to Caledonia. No, it's gonna go to Cambridge. I saw a stick come up, but I guess I didn't see the right team stick. I caught it just out of the corner of my eye as play moves down into the Cambridge end. So dug into the box, Caledonia to, I believe, their 5th power play on the night. Brady down in the far corner, the pass off, back to the point to Swift, into the near corner to Montour. So a power play goal would just about do it for the Winterhawks tonight, would ruin any chance of a comeback here tonight for the Winterhawks, as Hughes covers up with Bernard in his crease with 1:25 left and the high sticking called to Duggan. Bernard kicked out of the draw, Todd Bannerman to take the draw instead. Draw won by Caledonia. Nate Mitten can't get it out of the zone. Cambridge has to regroup in their own end. A nice pass up to Bannerman, clear, breaks in back door, near side, and a hard slap shot by Kyle Locke goes wide of the net on the far side. As we approach the last minute of play, Brady turning around in his own zone, avoiding Bannerman. Caledonia just looking to play good defense as we move into the last minute, but here's Klee. Tried to go in on a 2-on-1. Swift sliding across, catching just enough to avoid a 2-on-1. Bannerman goes off, frustrated, slamming his stick against the boards. Montour turning around, throwing it into the corner. Copeland trying to pick it off. Montour moving into the slot, shot wide near side. Dorian turning around. Cambridge with good possession here. Dorian offside at the Cambridge blue line. 25.7 seconds to go. Doesn't look like Cambridge's night. Highly unlikely they'll come up with 3 goals in 25.7 seconds as Mikulski throws the puck around the end boards. Bannerman the pass in, Facey in the slot, shot wide on the far side as we move in to within 10 seconds. 5-4, the seconds tick away. Ford dumping it back in. The buzzer goes and the Corvairs come out on top. The Corvairs with a 5-point lead now over the Cambridge Winterhawks. So the Corvairs getting their first goal by Spencer Gorley at 1:29 of this game. Mitch Klee tying it up for Cambridge. The Corvairs then getting the bulk of the goals from that point forward. Connor Murphy and Leonard Zemenko getting goals. Caledonia going to the dressing room at the end of 1 with a 3-1 lead. Jeff Swift and Matt Quilty replying in the second for Caledonia to extend their lead to 5-1. before Hudson Michaelis cut the deficit to 5-2. Max LaMontagne on the bad angle goal in the third, unassisted at 2:53 of the third, cut the Caledonia lead to 5-3, and Matt Quilty with his second goal of the night rounds out the scoring. Your final score here tonight, the Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs 6 and the Cambridge Winterhawks 3. For the Caledonia Corvairs Hockey Club, I'm John Molson. Join us for our next home game versus the Guelph Hurricanes. Game time next Friday is 7:20 p.m. right here at the HCCC. Good night.